Can anybody give me a sign or a signal? This is weird. This has never been like this before. Start streaming. Yes. Yes. I am starting streaming now. Okay, it's working. Hi, everyone. So sorry about being late. I just had some technical difficulties, and I'm hoping that everything is working out fine now. Welcome to today's lesson, the vocal exercise bootcamp number 9 already, and today I would like to talk about agility, and I hope the connection is a little better today. So agility is really important whenever you want to sing any ad-libs or faster stuff, sequences, arpeggios. Everything is made up out of arpeggios and scales and sequences, and I would like to talk about those today. Okay, can you all just comment for just a few seconds if you're hearing me okay, if you're seeing me okay, and if everything is fine? I've had some difficulties here, which is really strange. It says that the actual quality is good today. So please give me a signal. Rino, you're here. Awesome. Welcome, Sunis. Welcome, Rino. Welcome, Ipatios. No sound. Why is that? It should have sound, and I don't understand. It should have sound. Can anybody give me a signal if you can hear me? There should be. It says there's sound, and so, yes, there should be sound, definitely. Can you tell me if there's sound? Just tell me. Okay? Is there sound? Is there sound? Just give me a signal, someone. Weirdest thing. Thank you. Okay. Ugh, throws me off when someone tells me no sound. Okay, let's start actually with scales. I think scales are really important just because basically every song you could sing is made up out of pitches that are part of a specific scale. So if you're singing a song in major, you're singing the pitches out of that major scale. And if you're singing a song in minor, you are singing pitches out of that scale. Sometimes there are altered pitches, sharped, like made a half step higher, or flattened pitches that are made by a half step flat on purpose. But basically, let's just do like an A major. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is an A major, for example. That is in my voice. It's all the way chest voice. So what I want to do is teach you how to group pitches when everything is moving fast. You have to make groups. It's really hard to go, yeah, yeah. It's much harder than thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, yeah. Whoops, can't play quite as fast. But you want to think groups. So ya ta 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 ya ta 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 ta, for example. So let's do a few scales here and think in groups of 4. And we're going to do the first pitch a little longer. So yeah, yeah. So it's like a 4/4 measure, right? Time signature. And it's always 1 and a 2E and a 3, 4. 1 and a 2E and a 3, 4. So that's yeah, 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 so you can take it up or down, however high and low you can sing. But what is important in order to get the support activated is to think in groups. And it's almost like there's a tiny little accent. It's like yeah, yeah. You want to kind of separate the pitches. What you don't want to do is separate the pitches by, number one, either doing ha 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 ha, You don't want to go, ya, ya, or even no ha at all. What you also don't want to do is not separate. You don't want to separate by slurring. Otherwise, it'll sound like ya, ya. And nobody knows where one pitch starts and the next one begins. So really important to have that separation by using your diaphragm, your support muscles, and thinking tiny accents. Not on each pitch, but really it's like on those groupings, like ya, ya. It's so much I think it's easier when it's a little faster, but try out how fast you can do it. Use a metronome. And by the way, if you don't have a physical metronome, there are metronome apps. For example, I have, what's my name? I use one called Metronome Pro. Pro Metronome. This right here is the one. And so then, oh, I got something else. Hold on. So, but you can use that. So I got the tempo of 88, for example. And you can, ya, 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 ya. So you can use a metronome and check yourself how fast you can do it right now. And, start slow. Start with what you can do to where you can think as you go along. Don't sing faster than you can think. And then speed it up. If you are doing it well and if it's clean and it's crisp and everything is good, then you can continue on to speed it up bit by bit. So let's talk about arpeggios and then sequences. And I'm actually going to use a sequence out of one of the arias out of Handel's Messiah, out of Rejoice Greatly. So arpeggios are basically also part of a harmony and scale, but it's more of a harmony. So C major, for example, so ma 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 ma. These 4 pitches are part of C major, and I can do an arpeggio, which means it's a broken chord instead of course, when I sing, I can't sing all pitches all at once. I can't sing a harmony. I can only in sequence, I can sing the pitches. So, ya, that would be one example of an arpeggio. And that is something you can also, again, group. So don't think, ya, but think, ya, ya, and what you want to try, especially when you're staying on an ah, you want to not move the jaw as you're changing pitches. You don't want to use your jaw in order to sing higher or lower. You always want to keep the same spacing and then same nice open ah. So you don't want to go ya, and also your neck, you want to relax. All you want to do is use your support to separate out those pitches. And of course, you use the muscles that control your vocal cords in the different positions in order to change pitch. And you don't really need your jaw for that. So, ya, 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 and so on. Always remember that those groupings are going to help you to separate and to have more control because you give tiny little accents. So it's like, ya. So I'm really thinking, ya. I'm making the groups and I'm giving tiny little accents with my diaphragm. So that was one example for a arpeggio. I could do ya, 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 and so on. And again, you want to think a crescendo as you're going up. And this one is tricky because it has actually 2 different harmonies. It has, let's start a little lower here. Ya, ya, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you want to accent it that way. Ya. You can do it faster. Ya. 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 Or you can do it slow and really focus on being legato. Ya. Again, relax your jaw. Don't tense it as you're going up. Yeah. And so on. You can do that in chest voice. You can also do it in head voice. Let me do it in head voice. Yeah. Yeah. Piano. That wasn't good connected. So I hope it's not going into overdrive. It's really hard to kind of tell here because it's large dynamic range. So those were examples for arpeggios. Anything that's a broken chord like ya, ya. I'm so bad at the piano. Ya, ya, and so on. You could make it up. You could also go reverse. So like this. Ya, ya, ya. Okay, and so on and so on. Let's talk about sequences. Sequences. I really love sequences. And this really, it all teaches you how to be more agile and moving faster. When you can move faster, moving slower will become so much easier. See, how am I? It says bad quality. It cannot even be because I actually plugged the cable right into the LAN, the local area network jack, and well, it still says it's bad. I don't know what the problem is with YouTube or anything. So let's talk about sequences. Sequences are patterns that repeat but shift. So hold on. So for example, you might start I'm so bad at this. Yeah. For example, that's a sequence. Yeah. So that's a sequence. It repeats the same kind of pattern, like yeah. And then I start the exact same thing, but I'm starting a pitch higher. Yeah. And then I'm starting yet another pitch higher. Yeah. Another pitch higher. Yeah. And then the sequence ends. So yeah. So bad at the piano. Yeah. Where am I? Yeah. 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 For example, like that. That would be a sequence. And you can, again, group it. So, for example, here we have groups of 4. You can also do it as triplets. No, we need to stay in the same key in order for it to be a sequence. So like this. Yeah. So I wanted to do triplets, right? Yeah, yeah. For example, that. Yeah. I should just sing. Yeah. Really hard without standing up, actually. Let me do a sequence that is part of the Messiah. So, by the way, I don't ever really think about the exercises I want to do. These live streams are extremely impromptu. It's like you're stepping in my studio and I'm just thinking up stuff. That's why I haven't practiced these exercises. So there's one sequence in the Messiah I don't know the key right now, but let me just kind of guesstimate. Rejoice greatly. It's actually faster than that, and I should actually stand up or sit more straight. So let's just do it on A. So the pattern is and then it has that ending. So what you want to do is really make the one heavy sound. Yeah, dum da 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 dum. So otherwise, I have no direction. It's really hard because it's like swimming in this pond of pitches, and there's no definition if I don't make it heavy, light, heavy, light. So, yeah, yeah. So that is a sequence. This is a really complex sequence, but there's tons of Bach, Handel, anything Baroque, full of sequences. Pay attention to it if you ever listen to that kind of music. But it even happens in popular music. Let me think of it. I can't think of an example right now, but anytime you have this pattern that keeps shifting downward or upwards, like yay. Oh yes, there's this one Barbara Streisand out of Yentl. I don't know if you've watched that. It's a wonderful movie. That is a sequence. So if I wanted to practice that, I could. Yeah, that was bad. Let me start higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Start higher. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, can you see how I'm separating? I don't want to go it's too staccato and it's too separated. I also don't want to go I want to actually have a clear separation, but I don't want to make them staccato. And that's why you need your diaphragm to kind of think of the groups. 1 and a 2 and a da 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 da. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And so do it chest voice, do it in head voice, and by all means, do it with whatever key is comfortable for you. But the fun thing is, you can think, just invent some sequences or arpeggios. And if you don't have one, you should get the piano app. So, I mean, I happen to have a piano right in front of me, although I suck at the piano right now. This app right here, it's just piano, whatever, virtuoso, that's what I have. And so you can actually, that's like C, or just start on C. Yeah, and I can actually see, or you just need the starting pitch, and there you can start your arpeggio, sequence, scale, and you can kind of know your own range. Okay, I would like to take questions now that pertain to agility and anything that has to do with like scales, arpeggios, and like speedy patterns that you might be singing. Okay, good. Thank you, Christoph, for the feedback that there's no issues in the live stream. Any questions about this? I think what's really important is that you train your voice on all ends. Really train going fast, train going very slow and conserving breath, of course, that way. Train high, train low, train soft, train loud. All of the aspects of your voice. And by the way, you should never do any of these exercises without being warmed up. If you go to my website, masteryourvoice.tv, if you have not downloaded it, you can download the 30-minute vocal warm-up checklist. And so there's also a PDF, just like so. Hold on, if you can see it. Like this right here. You see this? This is also a PDF that you can download for free. And it goes with that audio program that walks you through all the areas of your voice that you need to cover in order to be very well warmed up. Rino, you don't have a question. It's like, thank you, I've got enough to work on. Let me ask the question once I've tried these exercises. I know, I realize that some of you are not in a situation where you could actually try it out right now. And by the way, if you are in the Back to the Basics course, if you have bought the Back to the Basics course, we have a group video meeting this Saturday. Don't forget about it. If you are not in the course, you might still want to get it. So masteryourvoice.tv, click on Work With Me, and there is the Back to the Basics course. And I want to do those group video chats more often because it was so awesome last week. And it's so helpful to talk with everyone and to actually see everyone face to face, not just read your questions, but to see you and to talk about stuff and then kind of demonstrate whatever you have a question about. Gaurav, hi. As my voice teacher has taught me that the more lighter I sing, the more control I will have on my vocal cords. Well, it's like this. Singing lighter, meaning if you sing with less strain, you will absolutely be right. So pushing too much always results in less control. However, you need to sing with more intensity as you go up. And so lighter, I don't know, lighter is a term that we need to be careful with. So if I go, yeah, that's breathy, that's not light, that's breathy. So I need compression as I'm singing higher. Even in chest voice, if I go, yeah. So what I am doing is I'm thinking more heavy, light, heavy, light. I'm not heavy the whole time. I'm accenting and then lightening up just a little bit. So just to be clear about this. Sometimes, yeah, that's true. Okay, any more questions about moving fast, agility, scales, arpeggios, sequences? Hope you know what these all are now. If you joined late, go back to the video after I get off the live stream. And it would be awesome if you don't have the Back to the Basics course yet, if you could be part of one of those group calls. That'd be so awesome. Can you tell me the difference between larynx vibrato and stomach vibrato? I really want to talk about this topic right now, not too much about vibrato. I will definitely make a live stream, maybe next week next week I might be out, in the next couple of weeks about vibrato. Totally will do about vibrato, and I will do another one about mixed voice, which I probably could talk about for hours and hours and hours, but definitely will do that. Okay. Any more questions pertaining to today's topics? Or actually one topic. Well, we're at bootcamp number 9 today, which means next week is almost like an anniversary. It's bootcamp number 10 next week. Please check out all the free stuff on my website. I got so many cool things. masteryourvoice.tv. Just go to free stuff. There are vocal warm-ups. There are video series about the most common singing mistakes. There is a video series about how to become a great singer and lots of other goodies. So there's the 5-day belting challenge. It's all free. So if you have not downloaded any and all of them, including the 7 days to perfect support, it's just 7 lessons for a week, that really make you more aware of support. You'll be amazed at how much you need to actually have ab muscles. Definitely. Okay, if there's no more questions about this topic today, I would like to wrap it up. And actually, I have to do some more work for my masterclass now because I was out this morning. Something happened that wasn't planned. And so I had to take up more time than I wanted to with something. And by the way, if you have not checked out my other YouTube channel, that's kind of a love of mine. I love personal development and mindset work and confidence training. Check out Find Your Voice. That's my other channel. Find Your Voice. Freya Casey. Yes. And I'm going to upload a video on there today or tomorrow about something that happened today. And just a little bit more mindset kind of work, which is important for singers, I think. Really important. One more question here. You're very welcome, Rino. Guarav, there are many students of mine who just do ascending scales and that's it. They don't know the importance of descending scales. What's your opinion about that? What should I tell them? If you only want to sing songs that ascend in pitch and never descend in pitch, it's okay just to practice ascending. But probably you'll only get to sing half a song each time when you only practice ascending melody lines, including ascending scales. So anything that could ever come up in a song, you want to be prepared for and you want to practice it isolated in an isolated way. So that's what I would say. It's like, I don't know, it's like only having one leg. Or it's like only inhaling, but you're never going to exhale, which isn't going to be useful because if you only inhale and you don't exhale, you can't really sing either, right? So I just hate when somebody just does it very one-sided, or somebody is only obsessed with singing high without ever really addressing that maybe the voice already isn't really working when it's mid to low. And so how are you going to ever sound good singing high if your voice is not doing well and you don't have good technique when you're singing mid to low voice? So it's like, I want to run a marathon, but I can't even take one step. How are you going to do that? Yeah, the leg concept, like a one-legged singer, or just a one-scaled, like only an ascending scaled singer, which is incomplete, definitely. All right, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm looking forward to next week. Probably I will schedule ahead of time so you can see it. So check out on YouTube when I will schedule my next live streams. I'll try to schedule them way ahead of time so you can see when I'm going live and so you can be there if you have the time. And if nothing else, you can always, of course, watch the replay. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to warm up your voice and don't forget to rest your voice when it's appropriate. Rest sometimes can do miracles. And have a wonderful day and keep on singing at all times and keep a song in your heart. Listen to a song whenever you don't practice because you can learn so much just by listening and picking up on things, noticing things. Okay? Bye for now.